It's yet another day for our maths lesson. So today I hope you are ready for the lesson and you are going to come along as we study the topic fractions. 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 Now when you talk about fractions, what is your understanding of this topic? Now let's look at this definition. A fraction is defined as a part of a whole. So for instance, if you have an apple, full apple, when you divide it into parts, that's equal parts, it means you are in the process of giving out fractions. So let's look at this particular diagram we have on our screen. Now the first stripe, which is 1, that is a whole. Now this particular stripe is divided into 2 here. So you can see what fractions do you have here. That is half and half. So if you add a half and a half, you'll get a whole. The one below it is divided into 3 parts. 3 parts. So we have 1 out of 3, 1 out of 3, 1 out of 3. If you add these fractions together, you also get 1. So when we explain the fraction, the term fraction, it means it's part of a whole. You have a whole and then you are dividing it into equal parts. Now let's look at the yellow portion, 1 out of 4, 1 out of 4, 1 out of 4. It means the whole was divided into 4 parts, followed by the next one, 1 out of 5, that was divided into 5 parts. Now let's quickly look at the last one, 1 out of 12. Now let's look at how many square boxes or how many boxes do you have there. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. It means that a whole was divided into 12. So a fraction is a part of a whole. Now, when you talk about fraction, you should also understand that fraction is expressed in the form A out of B or A divided by B, where we need to know that A and B are whole numbers. Remember, A and B cannot be decimal numbers and they cannot be fractions, but they are whole numbers. But you should also bear in mind that B, the value of B here, is not equal to 0 in any situation. Now I want to explain it further to you. You can see this. This is 5 out of 8. 5 out of 8. Now what is this 5? The 5 is representing the numerator. The 5 represents the numerator. So the upper number is the numerator, while the lower number is the denominator. Now what about this particular line separating the 5 and the 8? That line is referred to as the division line. That line is the division line. So let's take note of that. That line is the division line. Right. So that line is the division line. Now let's move ahead and then know the next action. Now we have this diagram on our screen, and this diagram represents a whole which has been divided into 8 equal parts. 8 equal parts. Now I want you to find out for me how many parts are shaded? How many parts are shaded? I guess your answer was 5 parts shaded out of the 8 equal parts. 5 parts shaded out of the 8 equal parts. Now this shaded portion represents 5/8. Again, the shaded portion represents 5/8 of the value of a whole. 5/8. So in numerals, we denote it by writing 5 out of 8. 5 out of 8. So here 5 out of 8 or 5/8 is a fractional number, while the 5 out of 8 is a fraction. While the 5 out of 8 can be considered as a fraction. Now, I want you to help me out here with this exercise. Write this as a fraction. Remember, we said the 5 out of 8 is a fraction. So write this as a fraction. 2/6, then 9/19, then 3/12, then 7/12, then 3/5. 2 minutes, please write the answers down quickly before we move to the next lesson.